The World Series of Poker $800 deep stack event. It's an 8 max event, perfect for comfortability for the players. 9 and 10 handed is almost barbaric. You're really trapped in there, sweating it up, stinking it up, fighting for leg room, fighting for table room, bumping elbows. Not a good time. I recommend 8 max for any tournament you're going to play. In this $800 event, there is one re-entry available. My game plan is to play very loose and aggressive with our 40,000 chips and 200 to 400 blind stack. Try to accumulate, set an image of a loose, crazy guy, so when I do get big hands, I'm going to get paid. It's all about timing. If I do bust, I will play more conservative on the second bullet. Tight, solid ABC poker game. Let's bag and tag this $800 World Series of Poker deep stack event. I've noticed myself getting a little impatient, discouraged, bored at the table, so instead of sitting at a bunch of people playing boring tanking pots, I turned to my phone to check what's going on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, the internet, emails, etc. Too much distraction. I'm here to do a job. Job is to win all the chips, and the more I pay attention at the tables, the better likelihood that I win those chips from the information that I pick up. Today we're going to be gathering a lot of information on our opponents and focusing on the goal at hand. With blinds at 100, 300, 300, 8-handed, I got 38,000 in my stack. Under the gun makes it 600. Table's looking real soft. Finally, a good table draw. No Europeans, no circuit grinders. Let's punish them. I'm in the cutoff with King 10 of clubs. Could call, but we're going to be aggressive today. I make it 1,800. Big blind tanks and puts in the call. Original razor calls with 3 ways to a flop. 5,800 in there, I believe. Flop comes 10, 9, 7, 2 clubs. Jackpot on the surface, but their calling ranges hit this flop pretty hard too. Pocket 9s, pocket 7s, queen jack suited, stuff like that. So when it checks to us, I just can't check it back. I got to go for value. Top pair, second nut flush draw, I bet 3,000. Big blind quickly calls. Somewhat of a tell. I really got him on a marginal hand, maybe pocket jacks at best. Maybe ace 10, queen 10 suited, pocket 8s, a lot of these marginal hands, but usually when someone cold calls a 3-bet, they have specifically pocket 9s through pocket jacks and ace queen, ace king even. Other guy folds and we're off to a turn. The turn is a 7, pairing the board. Overall a good card for us, makes pocket 7s a lot less likely. He checks and we're going to go for value again. We could charge his worst flush draws or even better flush draws. So I bet 6,000. He quickly puts in the call. He just doesn't even think about raising. That's a good thing. If he raises, I'm in a real tough spot. The river is the 6 of clubs, completing the straight. We got the second nut flush. He checks to us, and we just got to go for that value. Maybe he was slow playing aces. Who the hell knows? I'm going to play pretty standard and just do normal increments, 10,000 on the river. He quickly calls and sees the bad news. We take down a nice pot, and we're up to 60,000 chips. With a big blind of 300, under the gun makes it 800. I'm in the cutoff with ace king offsuit. Should give some respect to the under the gun raise, but we have ace king and we're going to be aggressive. We're gambling. I make it 2,500. Action folds back to him and he calls. The flop comes ace 6 deuce rainbow. Beautiful flop for us. He checks. We're going to go for 3 streets. Down bet to 2,000 on this dry board. Ace high favors our range. He quickly calls. I think he has a worse ace. The turn is a king. If he was trapping with a 2-pair, we got him. If he has a set, he's probably going to get all of our chips. We bet 5,000 and he quickly calls again. Looks like he's in check call mode. The river is a 3. I don't put him on a straight. He checks and we go for 12,000 chips worth of value. He quickly calls. We show him top 2 and he mucks. We're now on first break of this $800 shit show. There's hundreds and hundreds of people in line to register and late reg for this due to the day 2 of the Monster Stack. but we're sitting on 80K. We're feeling good. We're limiting our phone usage. Let's get those reads. With blinds at 300, 500, 500, I'm in middle position with queen 10 of clubs, standard open to 1200. Button calls, blinds fold, we're heads up. The flop comes king, queen 7 with the king of clubs. A lot of people would bet here, but you got to think about what that will really accomplish. I'd like to have some strong middling hands in my check call range. So we check it over, and he bets 1200. Easy call. The turn is the 9 of clubs. We got the straight flush draw. We got a middle pair. No reason to change our plan now. We check it over to him. If he's going to bluff, we're going to pick off his bluffs. And if he's value betting better, it's not going to cost us as much. He bets 2,300. Pretty small turn bet. I really think about raising and turning my hand into a bluff. I just don't know if he's going to fold like a king 10 type hand. So we just put in the call. The river is a 7, pairing the board. I check, and he checks behind. He shows king 8 of spades, and it's good. What do you guys think? Should I have check raised, turn my big pair plus combo draw into a bluff on the turn? Let me know in the comments. And we're on second break with 73,000 chips, going to 500, 1,000, 1,000 at the World Series of Poker. A common occurrence on the 20-minute break is to meet somebody who enjoys the vlogs, and we have one right here.
Absolutely, Jeff Boski, #1 vlog on YouTube for poker, 100%. Check this guy out, best content creator there is. Let's take this $800 down. Bracelets.
Asian woman on my left busts after calling an all-in with ace-7 on 9-8-7-6. I've never punted that hard, but she accomplished it. So there's an open seat, which immediately gets filled by David Williams.
River card, another 2. Now both players have full houses. Raymer has the better full house. He can only lose if he folds.
All in.
And he's all in.
And that would put David Williams all in. And if David Williams calls, it's all over. Greg Raymer would be the champion.
Call.
And Williams will call. The cards are turned. Raymer wins it all. Yeah! David Williams takes $3.5 million for second place.
Second place to Greg Raymer, main event, very aggressive player. Not the best replacement, but we're gonna see what we can do with the cards we're dealt. And for the next 90 minutes, we're dealt no cards. Nothing. No playable hands. We just fold and blind out. Blinding out is not fun. We're down to about 50,000 chips at 800, 1,600. 50-year-old Caucasian woman limps under the gun +1. I'm in the cutoff with king 10 offsuit. Marginal spot. Could overlimp, could fold, could raise. Maybe our image will pay off and we'll get some goddamn respect. I make it 6,000 to go. Everyone folds but the woman limper, and she puts in the call. The flop comes 6-5-3, 2 spades. We do not have a spade. She checks, and time for a C-bet. We're gonna rep an overpair. I bet 7,000, and she calls. Not the desired result. We do beat some of her hands, specifically 7-8, 7-9, 8-9, flush draws, Jack 10 suited, stuff like that. The turn's a 3, a bad card to bluff at. Maybe I should barrel. She checks to me, and I just check behind. The river is another 3. The flush doesn't get there, but there's some full house possibilities. She thinks for a while and bets 10,000. Pretty small bet. I don't think she'd do this for value with ace high. I do think she'd do this with 6x, maybe 5x, pocket 4s maybe. Not too many of these type of hands limp call pre though. I think it's more likely she has a missed flush draw, like, 9-10 of spades, Jack 10 of spades, Queen 10 of spades, or a missed straight draw. Like I said before, 7-8, 7-9, 8-9. And it's time to put on our cape. Let's be a hero today. I put in the call. I only have to be right here about 25% of the time. And of course, there's the added street cred. When I am correct, I call, she shakes her head, and eventually shows pocket deuces. She says, oh, you must be good. No, not good. Nice value bet. And we now have 30,000 chips. With blinds at 1,000, 2,000. 2 hands later, I look down at ace king suited, raise it up to 5,000. Maybe I can rep tilt. Action folds to a 50-year-old male in the small blind. He makes it 21,000 all in. Of course, we snap call. He has pocket sevens, and let's win a race. Here's the video. We now have 15,000 at 2K big blind. I shove all in with pocket nines. Get a call from ace 10, same guy. Let's hold for once. Oh yeah, gotta win one. Brick. All right. So we get our double, we're feeling good. Action folds to guy on the button who's a very slow thinking player. I don't know what he's thinking about, but he thinks a lot. It really takes his time. I'm getting sick and tired of it. He makes it 4,500 on the button, and I look down at pocket nines in the small blind. 15 blinds, easy jam. David Williams folds the big blind, and it's back to him. He thinks for about a minute. Just wasting time, thinking. He makes eye contact with me, like he's gonna get a read, and I immediately say, clock. Enough is enough. He takes about 5 to 10 seconds and puts in the call. So maybe we got him to make a bad decision. He does show the king 7 of hearts. Let's hold.
Oh my God.
We're on dinner break with about 60,000 chips. Feeling good. Always good to come back and end on a high note. Let's keep that momentum going for the last 5 hours of the day. Let's bag and tag. It's a turbo, 30-minute levels. With blinds at 1,500, 3,000, 3,000. I'm under the gun +1 with ace king. Love ace king, especially when I have 50,000 chips. Let's raise it up. Hopefully someone comes over the top with ace queen, ace jack. 6,500 is the bet. Action folds to the button who wants a count. It's a visual game. You can see my 5K chips. And he makes it about 60,000 to go. Action folds back to us. I snap call, and he shows kings. Let's get there one time. Let's hit that ace.
Showdown.
Oh, we got all the aces. Gotta win these. Club. Oh, just an ace. No ace. Nice hand. Nice chat. And I'm out of the World Series of Poker. $800 8 max, an event I really wanted to win, but it was not to be. Not today. The good news is I was able to make a lot of small talk with David Williams. He's still in the Magic game. He invited me to a weekly booster draft, making some connections. He even added me as a Facebook friend. Priceless. Priceless. We could go home with our tail between our legs, or we could late reg the $250 Sunday night Rio World Series of Poker Pot Limit Omaha tournament. As you guys know, I'm horrible at Pot Limit Omaha, so it's time for me to run good.
Good evening. Late reg? Which one are we playing? Omaha, you're going to go to table 470 and check in.
Yeah, you can't do it against 3 other
Boski.
people.
Seat open.
All right, let me sit.
Oh, welcome to the bowler.
Boski.
The grinder, or whatever they call this thing.
Like your vlog.
Oh, thank you.
Do me a favor, can you describe me kindly?
Not out loud. Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Where's the? You got a vlog or
A
something?
YouTube channel, yeah.
What's your name?
Jeff Boski. Boski. Nice to meet seat 4. Caucasian male, age 38 to 42.
Very kind.
So I played one hand in the 250, and if you were the vlog, Caucasian male, 38 to 42, bust me. Ace, Queen, Jack 3. Thank you, dealer. Another Asian male, indeterminate age, at the table. Good times for all, except for me. 250 gone. And just like that, one hand, and we're out of the 250 pot limit Omaha event every Sunday at the Rio. All right, Lisa Costello on Twitter recommended this place, so let's give it a try. This strip mall looks like something out of the 1990s movie Cool World. Asian themed, so let's see what they got to offer. Let's go to Tibet Foot Spa. All right, official review for Tibet Foot. Give it an 8 out of 10. Bed was a little too small for me, you know, standard, but good massage, good effort, good technique. 8 out of 10. $35 for 1 hour, $15 tip. Not too bad at all. I'll probably be back. Or I might just go to a different massage parlor every time and give a review and show you all the different massage parlors in Chinatown. That sounds a little more fun. Until next time, I'm out.